Welcome aboard Bus 1. We're on our way to Portland, Oregon, and we've got some time to kill. Let's play some trivia. Gamers, introduce yourselves.
Hey everybody, it's Bryce.
What's up, guys? It's Cameron.
Yeah! Hey everybody, it's Steven.
Hey, Bryce, Cameron, and Steven. We're going to start out by getting into some rules before we play some fun trivia.
You're not even going to introduce Steven?
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod for the first time.
Steven, we want to welcome you into our humble abode that is the Bus 1.
It's a shit show.
No, I've been a long time fan, you know.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to hear.
So, yeah.
Well, for you fans out there who may not be as aware, we have 3 rounds for this trivia podcast. 15 questions total, so 5 questions in round 1, 1 point per correct answer. Round 2, 5 questions, 2 points per correct answer. And round 3, 5 questions, 3 points per correct answer. We're going to be using the buzzer today, so whoever buzzes in and answers correctly first gets the points. Did you write that backwards, Bryce? You know it flips it for you, right?
I did write it backwards. Yes.
Anyway, there is a challenge rule. So once in the game, I will give a fake answer to one of my questions. So each of you will have the opportunity to challenge what I reveal as the quote-unquote correct answer for that question. But if you correctly guess that fake answer, you are awarded 3 points. If you incorrectly guess it, you lose 3 points. Multiple players may challenge the same question, and if you challenge a question in the middle of the episode, you get not only the points for that question, but the challenge points. Most points wins in the end, and no Googling. So, the topic today...
Fish?
It's not fish. I'm sorry, Steven. I know you're a big fan of those little
devils.
Flippered friends, but...
Wait, Steve, you're a fish guy?
Right.
Let's just say I know a thing or two.
Yeah, what's your favorite freshwater fish?
I would say the American paddlefish.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Whoa.
okay.
Is that what you're going to say, Cameron?
No. I really like African cichlids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are good tank fish. They're cool.
Yeah, gourmamis. I have been
Gourmy mommy.
Ew. I've been prepping my my aquarium. I have a 40-gallon breeder that I am trying to set up. That's the term, Bryce. Don't make it weird. I'm thinking a couple gourmamis, maybe a chiclet or 2.
What about strings?
You could do that.
Like string fish or just...
No, is that the topic?
Oh, strings. No.
I thought you were like, what if I just put string in my aquarium?
I said that you're never going to guess it, not because it's as... I mean, it's out
Portland,
there,
Oregon?
but it's also a ambiguous topic. I'll give you that.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
It's on...
Bravery.
I'm calling it others. So it's people with the same name as more famous people.
Oh, God.
Okay. You've mentioned that you were going to do an episode about that before.
I might have. So Cameron, I'm sure you're prepared then, right?
I have no extra knowledge with that information.
You're ready on the trigger for question 1. So round 1 is called The Famous and the Famouser. So we are going to be looking at famous people who have the same names as other famous people.
So bad with names.
I was going to say, I know I'm going to beat Bryce
about
about
famous people.
Man, Bryce,
I do know
this is
more
be a
about
rough
famous people than Bryce.
because it's a lot of names.
Can I
tell
just
you that.
describe people generally? Like, can I just go, the one, that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I know that you know,
all right,
who it is, I'll allow that.
I'm confident I'm going to run away with this first round.
Oh, you got this.
I'm feeling happy that Cameron's confident. I'm not gonna lie.
Which means I'm probably going to fuck it up real bad.
Okay, here we go. Question 1. Michael Jordan, the basketball star, and Michael Jordan, the movie star, are generally differentiated by the letter B. But in what movie franchise did both Michael Jordans make an appearance? Bryce.
Is it? This is probably wrong. Is it Space Jam?
Space Jam!
Heck yeah!
Michael Jordan was in the first Space Jam. And Space Jam: New Legacy with LeBron James featured Michael B. Jordan.
I didn't know that Michael B. Jordan was in them. I knew that Michael Jordan was in them. All right, I feel good I got one.
It was partially a joke because I think it was like Bugs Bunny being like, "I got Michael Jordan," and then just like it's Michael B. Jordan.
So
that's a good joke.
I guess I'm frustrated with myself because that was clearly the only answer. Because
Cameron, don't beat yourself down. It's
no, wait, hold on.
There are 14 more to go.
Hold on. I have a follow-up question for you, Cooper.
For me, okay.
Who do you consider the famous and the famouser in that?
Are you kidding me?
Well,
it's probably Michael Jordan. I would guess Michael Jordan is more famous
than Michael B. Jordan.
Than Michael Jordan.
I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a question?
I wanted to make
debate?
No, I am agreeing.
When I say the name Michael Jordan, who do you think of?
The one that you don't have a middle initial for.
Yeah.
The less hot one.
Ooh.
Wait, Cameron, which Michael Jordan do you think is?
Michael B. Jordan is way hotter than Michael Jordan.
Okay, so you think of Michael B. Jordan?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the basketball player is very clearly the only answer.
Hold on. Okay,
but I'm saying Michael
I'm
B.
just gonna
Jordan.
keep moving on. There are too many people to delve that much into each person.
I'm going to ask this question every
discussion
time.
about all of them.
Question 2. The actress Kate Hudson rose to fame in 2000 with the movie Almost Famous. But another Katie Hudson was also almost famous at the time. What is the stage name of this other Katie Hudson who 8 years later debuted? Steven.
I think it's Katy Perry.
It is Katy Perry.
Yes! Why do I know that?
8 years later, debuted after she, quote, kissed a girl and liked it.
Oh,
so
I'm
Katy
glad
Perry
I
is
busted
correct.
I knew that one. That part. I got that
You knew
part.
the kissed a girl and liked it. See, I'm throwing you a bone. You know,
God,
Bryce?
I
I remember
kept my
the
fucking
last
mouth
name.
shut.
Yeah.
Hey, I got
Katie
my one
Hudson.
question. I'm good.
Okay, who do you think's the more famous in that one?
Are you
That's
kidding
a
me?
I don't know. Probably Katy Perry. I don't
Katy
know.
Perry.
Probably. Yeah.
Don't
Is
say
that
that's a tough one.
Is that a toss-up for you?
It depends
Cameron?
on the generation you ask, I think.
What's your favorite Kate Hudson movie, Cameron?
I don't say Almost Famous.
What is my favorite Kate Hudson
All right,
movie?
question 3.
That's a fair point. I
Randy
can't answer that
Jackson of
question.
Okay, here we go. Question 3. Randy Jackson of the Jacksons and Randy Jackson of American Idol are two of the most powerhouse Randy Jacksons in the music industry.
That's true.
Randy Jackson sang with his brothers on the original We Are the World recording in 1985, while Randy Jackson sang in the chorus for We Are the World 25 for Haiti in 2010. What events spurred the respective We Are the Worlds?
Oh, jeez.
Cameron.
So can I go out of order?
Sure.
So did you say 2005?
2010.
Yes. Okay. So the 2010 We Are the World was the earthquake in Haiti, and the original We Are the World, I believe, it had something to do with, I want to say, violence in Africa, or there was some like cultural event that happened somewhere in the African continent, and I think it was the Rwandan genocide.
That is not quite correct, Cameron. We're going to go to Steven.
Okay. So I think he was correct about the earthquake for the, what was it, 2001?
2010 Haiti.
2010. Yes. The earthquake, correct. I think the original, was it the, I'm not as sure now, but the LA riots, maybe?
Not the LA riots.
Okay.
I guess I have to buzz in.
Bryce.
I had no idea about either.
Come
But
on.
I hope I get this point because it'd be funny. I'll go with earthquake for Haiti. Just got a hunch on that
Man,
one.
I wonder where he thought that.
And I actually do know the We Are the World is like the USA for Africa. So it's something with Africa.
Okay.
So I will go with famine.
Famine is correct,
Damn it.
Bryce. We Are the World, as
fucking
well
course.
as Band-Aid,
That's
which
horseshit.
is like Band-Aid was the UK version where
did
like the
know
classic
that. It
Wembley
was Famine.
Stadium, like Queen concert. That was for Band-Aid, which was also for the famine in Africa.
Don't you mean Live Aid?
Sorry, yes, Live Aid was put on by Band-Aid.
Yes.
That's what it was.
The company?
But that was for, I think they were a band or something.
The bandages?
I don't know exactly.
So wait, did the band make the bandages? Like, is it the
Ooh.
same thing?
I think
You're telling me,
Ban.
wait, sorry. Regardless of that, you're telling me
Okay,
Bryce
here it
gets
is.
that point. He didn't even know half the question. I was
got it
correct.
right.
I was correct
Well,
in the sense that I knew
Bryce
the.
got it right.
No, he didn't.
He
didn't
said famine
know.
and earthquake.
He literally started with didn't know the second part,
Hey,
but because
get
I at least
good.
said Africa and earthquake. I should
good.
get
Yeah,
that.
well,
you
Bryce
mark
said
the right
famine and
answers-
earthquake.
If you mark the right answers on the test, you get the points.
What did you
That's all
say
I'm
for
saying.
the Africa bit again? You said it was.
He
A
said
cultural-
Rwandan genocide.
No.
That's way off, though.
I said
Yeah.
I think it was some kind of specific event in Africa around the time.
Okay,
Cameron,
yeah,
I'm telling you, the correct answer is what Bryce said. And generally, we give the points to the person who is correct.
I'm gonna hang up.
You know what?
he
Sue
came
me.
in with
Whip.
so much confidence, and now what happened?
Sue me,
Oh,
Cameron. I think the points should go to the person who got the question right.
So, which Live Aid do you think is more famous, or not? Sorry, I almost said Band Aid.
Which We Are the World is
It's
more
very
famous?
clearly the original.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know they made a second one.
I'm glad you're
He didn't even know they made a second one, but somehow he gets the
You see
fucking
this?
points.
That's a tally for 2 points, baby.
Cameron, I'm
the world.
Oh,
The children.
all right. Anyway, question 4. This one I'm gonna go bit by bit, so you can buzz in and cut me off. It's
right.
similar to Bryce on the
Okay.
idioms episode. You
Yeah.
gave more and more information.
Love it.
Kind of like that. So it's name these actors that have the same name. One is known by the name. One goes by a different professional one. Both are in the MCU, where one fights a Spider-Man and the other helps an Ant-Man in their respective movies. Cameron,
The Wasp.
I'm looking for an actor's name.
You know, the two famous actors, the Wasp and the other Wasp.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
that's
It's,
the real name.
God damn it. I know. I see the face.
Cameron, 5.
I don't know this one.
I
4.
don't know this either.
Am I going to be able to
3.
rebuzz in later with more information?
Sure. 2.
Okay.
1.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. Their characters are Hank Pym and the Vulture. Both. Oh, Cameron, take another shot at it, guys.
You can't let this. No.
No.
What the
I'm not going to have an answer.
Michael
4,
Keaton.
3. I'll give you that. One of them is Michael Keaton.
One of them is Michael Keaton. The other is the fuck. Oh my god, I can't. He married to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
He is? Is that true?
Yes, Michael.
I'm looking this up.
He's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, and his name is Michael Fox.
No, not Michael Fox. Who's
What?
Catherine Zeta? You're right, though.
I
I'm
know.
going to give it to you for that.
Thanks.
She's married to Michael Douglas.
Oh fuck! It
so
is
both
Michael
of them
Douglas.
are actually named Michael Douglas. Michael
No shot
Keaton,
on that one.
his original name is Michael Douglas, but he changed it because Michael Douglas already existed in Hollywood.
branding.
So that's right. You can't have the same name in the Screen Actors Guild. So I think it's the same way that like Emma Stone, like in normal life, goes by Emily, but
There's
there was already an Emily
Stone.
Stone in Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, I
so
saw
she
an
has to be-
interview. I think it was Ryan Gosling was correcting the person interviewing her, and it was a big deal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Contributing
That's-
with the celebrity facts that I know.
Good job, Bryce.
You're welcome.
All right, question
You're here
5.
to hear second.
This one, yeah, Bryce was all like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know a
this
thing or
one,
two.
this one we're doing Jeopardy style. Okay,
Okay.
so make sure you answer
What
as a
is-
question.
yeah.
Do you mean Final Jeopardy? Oh, okay.
Or who is?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it phrasing
All right.
as a Jeopardy question,
All right.
just for funsies. Here we go. Known for voicing Marlin from Finding Nemo as well as Dory, this voice actor and comedian changed his professional name to not be confused with a famous physics genius. Either name will count. I'll read it again. Known for voicing Marlin from Finding Nemo as well as Dory, Bryce.
Who is Sir Isaac Newton?
That is incorrect.
Just guessing.
This voice actor and comedian changed his professional name to not be confused with a famous physics genius, Steven.
Who is Albert Einstein?
That is correct. Albert Brooks was born Albert Einstein, and he is the actor who voices Marlin from Finding Nemo. And-
Yeah, I knew that.
Cue laugh track. Here we go.
Yeah.
More like E equals MC squared.
What's the
Oh,
joke?
like the ocean.
Like
hey.
the ocean, like sea.
Yeah.
Ocean.
Hey, I like that you're throwing me a bone here because I'm a fish guy.
Oh,
yeah.
you're the fish guy, right?
Wait,
So
okay.
laugh.
So we talked freshwater. What's your favorite saltwater fish, Steven? Since we're on the topic of the ocean,
the Atlantic sailfin fish, I would say.
Oh.
I don't know. I grew up on the coast, so like every like restaurant that you'd go to that's on the water that have one.
yeah,
like,
it's a sailfish. It's a sailfish, a little kind of flailed out at the edges.
Yeah.
And it's called the fisherman. Yes.
Yep, they have that.
Classic.
What is your
saltwater
favorite fish that's named the same thing as another fish?
Fish.
Ooh, good one, Bryce.
Ooh.
There's like a million fish that are called perch.
That's true. Tetras.
Tetris?
Everything's a
They
fucking
made
tetra.
they made a fish named Tetris.
All right, and now
No,
cue
tetra.
the
And
graphic.
audience question, go.
Cue the graphic of the fish falling into place.
Let's do an interactive Tetris
Go.
game. That's how podcasts work. If you click on your screen right now, you can play Tetris with fish.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Click your screen now. Yeah, well, that's the end of round one, I guess.
Oh, okay.
We're having a lot of fun. Time flies. Let's do a point check.
I got 2 points somehow.
I have 1 point. Explicitly very upset.
Ooh.
I have 2 points. Yeah.
Well done.
right.
Well done, everybody. It's a
shocked.
close race, honestly. It's a close
Yeah.
race.
I don't know anything about celebrities, but here I am.
Nice.
Hi everybody, hope you've been enjoying the episode so far. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Braden.
And because it's the others episode, I thought I'd bring my other along for the ride to get you to the audience question. But before we do, we still got to touch on last week's About Trees. So, the tallest tree is actually Hyperion, a coastal redwood standing at 380 feet tall. So those points are going to Sean Owens this week. Congrats, Sean Owens. But not Sean SHAWN, because that would be his evil twin. Silly Braden. There's no such thing as evil twins.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, we got an audience question for you this week, and it's a real tricky one. What figure with the same name as a U.S. president became famous in the 1920s for his extensive work in agricultural science, specifically peanuts and cowpeas, and was deemed by Time magazine to be the Black Leonardo? That's right. The question is, what figure with the same name as a U.S. president became famous in the 1920s for his extensive work in agricultural science, specifically peanuts and cowpeas, and was deemed by Time magazine to be the Black Leonardo? Make sure to send in your submissions to the audience question under this week's post on our Instagram. And now Braden and I are going to get back to the episode. Braden?
I'm sorry, Aiden.
Braden, what are you doing?
There can only be one.
You saw nothing. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
All right. Round two.
That was a fake laugh.
He's trying his best, okay, Bryce.
We'll come back with Cameron's real laugh. How about that?
Wait, no, I was actually laughing at that. What Bryce said. I thought that was funny.
I know. That's why I said we'll come back with your real laugh.
Oh.
Anyway, the moment's over. Round two. This one's called Same Name, Different Time. Each question is worth 2 points, as a reminder.
Okay.
Since it's been so long since I read the rules. Question 6. Star of The Princess Diaries and Ella Enchanted, actress Anne Hathaway has been said to be a reincarnation of another Anne Hathaway, who was the wife of what famous playwright? Cameron.
Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare is correct.
I have no follow-up. I have no follow-up to that.
Silence.
What's your favorite Anne who do you think is more famous, Cameron? Anne Hathaway or Anne Hathaway?
It's very clearly the actress Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
That's just recency bias, I'm sure.
Yes, but also so is Shakespeare. Like, people at the time didn't watch Shakespeare. He became popular later. So
Yeah,
no
people
one would,
at Shakespeare's time
I've
were
been a
not fans
Shakespeare-
of Anne Hathaway, the actor.
I've been a fan of Shakespeare since the beginning. I'm a day one kind of guy.
the OG Shakespeare
OG.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
I also don't know if what I just said is at all true.
Wow.
Cameron's just here to spread misinformation.
I have consistently said that trivia is the secondary part of this podcast, and that content is more important than anything else.
Yeah, we know.
Man, are you providing
Yeah, you made
content
that really
for
clear.
Sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
I just wanted to make sure it was explicit.
Okay. Question 7. Some believe that William Shakespeare's son Hamnet died of an outbreak.
I'm sorry.
What was
That's
that?
right. You heard that correctly. William Shakespeare's son
Hamnet, as in
Hamnet.
a net to catch a pig.
You would call that a hamnet?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Well,
like those
Hamnet-
little like things around a.
Well, you're going to feel
ham.
really bad about this because Hamnet died of an outbreak of the bubonic plague.
Oh,
So I bet you feel silly
wah, wah.
making fun of his name like that.
Correct.
However,
Could have used a ham net.
I'm still reading the question.
Sorry.
But another William Shakespeare was the first man to receive a dose of the vaccine for what other disease? Cameron.
Polio.
No.
That could have been a good one, though.
Bryce.
Go with coronavirus.
Coronavirus is correct.
Oh, yeah.
William Shakespeare, he goes by Bill, was the first male to receive the Pfizer vaccine, December 8th, 2020.
Can you confidently tell me that the first person to receive the polio vaccine was not named William Shakespeare?
No. Are you making the argument that it will just happen to be someone
should-
named William
Are
You
you
Shakespeare?
should look
going
it
to
up.
challenge it?
Oh, this
Challenge it.
This would be
I'll look
a
it up if
decent
you challenge
challenge
it.
question, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
If you
didn't think-
challenge it and it's right, then you get extra points.
Extra points.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man,
I
listen
think you
to the
should
rules.
challenge it. You go for it.
So I have a follow
Go
up
for it, Cameron.
question. No. So can I ask a follow up question as part of my potential to challenge?
Sure.
I'm going to do it regardless of what you said. I don't know. I asked, but how do you know who the first male to receive the coronavirus was? There
I
were
was
trials.
wondering that.
I will say this is outside trials.
Okay.
So the first production unit of the coronavirus.
Correct. Of its actual release into the public.
So did they have like one site where it was happening?
They were all lined
first?
up.
The very first site was a nursing home in England, and
Well,
so they're like 80 and 90 years old. That
Okay,
like,
well,
the first people who got
Which vaccine?
the Pfizer one. That's what I said.
Oh,
Pfizer Biotech or whatever.
okay. Well, the fact that you said it was in England, yeah, you had a lot of supplementary information there.
I'm sorry. Would you have?
Yeah, you can still challenge, though.
The first
Maybe he lied about
nursing
all of
home
that.
male who was 90 years old in England was named William Shakespeare.
I just knew it, so you just kind of have to
Yeah,
know
Bryce
it.
Oh, but
just
you could
done
be lying.
knew it already.
You could be lying about. You know what? Fuck
I
it.
lied
I'm
to you?
going for it, Cooper.
You think I lied to you?
Coronavirus. This is
Say it.
recency bias. We just
Recency
talked
bias.
about it.
Say it.
I think it's polio. Challenge.
Well, Cameron, you are incorrect. This is not the challenge question.
All right.
As I said, William Shakespeare goes by Bill. Was given the
Do I lose
first
3
dose.
points? Fuck.
Yeah.
You lose 3
You
points.
lose all your points.
I'm sorry.
And you
That's fine.
can't
No,
challenge
it's fine.
anymore. Yeah.
He was given the dose December 8th, 2020.
That's okay.
December
Oh.
8th was the first. That seems late for me. That's kind of crazy. I
December
thought it was-
2020. That's crazy fast.
No, I remember it being fast, but I thought it was faster for some reason.
Well, it depends. Are you talking about
That was after human
'Cause
trials.
I
Yeah,
remember-
I thought it was in like February.
Human trials
Bryce,
had
I
to
think
be
you're also
before that.
I think what you're thinking of is the fact that all of the world's politicians were secretly getting the vaccine ahead of people, and that was
You're forgetting that COVID-19 was actually a man-made disease
right.
meant to
Okay.
kill the poor.
All right.
It started in Wuhan. It started in the
Oh
lab.
gosh. Okay. Question 8.
Asks make it worse.
The views of Cameron Kuiper do not represent Bus One Trivia as a whole.
Those are also not my
Nor-
views. I still wear a mask at work.
Man's just making content. He's not here to spread actual
content making.
views. Question 8. The actor Edward Norton is known for starring in a number of films, most recently
That's interesting.
Asteroid City. But before him, a number of other Edward Nortons came before. I don't know why I said that again.
Good one. Hell yeah. Uh-huh.
Which of the following is not a real Edward Norton? A. Edward Norton, the conspirator against King Charles II of England in the Rye House plot, like how Edward Norton conspired against his team in The Italian Job, 2003.
Fuck.
B. Edward Norton, the Everest mountaineer and world altitude record holder from 1924 to 1952. Like how Edward Norton played a mountain of a man in The Incredible Hulk, 2008.
Jesus Christ.
C. Edward Norton, the British bacteriologist who led efforts against a cholera outbreak in 1920 Shanghai. Like how Edward Norton played a biologist in The Painted Veil, 2006. Or D. Edward Norton, the electrical and acoustical engineer who named the Norton Theorem and co-founded the Acoustical Society of America. Like how Edward Norton played another smart guy in Glass Onion, 2022. Cameron.
So I thought you were going to bring up Norton Antivirus for some reason. But we talked about I want to say this came up during Murder Mystery 2. I don't think the person who held that record's name was Edward Norton. So B.
B is incorrect. Edward Norton is the name of the Everest mountaineer and world altitude holder.
Also did come up in Murder Mystery 2, correct?
Yeah, so he was the one who led the same expedition that George Mallory was on.
Yes,
which
that's
you remember George Mallory.
Yeah.
And he actually held the record because it was unproven how high George Mallory and Andrew Irvine had gone. And so the proven highest altitude was held by Edward Norton from that same expedition.
For the actor from Birdman.
Correct. Well, they're not the same one. They're just both Edward Norton. Steven.
Okay, I'm so confident about this. And I will go even further. C, I don't think there are any biologists ever who have ever been named Edward Norton.
Whoa.
So are you also challenging?
No,
That
that's
is-
not a challenge. I'm
that
just
is
stating that
wild.
as fact.
He's in.
Steven, you are correct.
Wait, on everything or just
On everything. There has never been a
All right.
biologist named Edward Norton.
How the fuck do you know that?
Hey, it comes in the area. Fish. You know?
So the character I mentioned was
Big fish
actually
guy.
Edward Norton's character, Walter Fane, that Edward Norton played in The Painted Veil, 2006.
Big
So,
fish guy over here.
Big fish guy.
I didn't know D,
Swim.
so that's fun.
Yeah.
I figured if you put that in there, it probably would not
Was
be the
true.
correct answer because you wouldn't risk me knowing that. So I was hoping Steven would just get the pick the wrong one.
I was just
but-
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess he's the acoustical engineer that founded. Or maybe I would do something like that, Bryce.
yeah, but you didn't.
Well.
Or maybe it's a challenge question, but I don't think it is. I think it's
No, I was 100% correct.
yeah.
There's never been an Edward Norton
No,
biologist.
never, and
I
there
dare you
never
to
will
challenge
be.
that.
What was the
I
other
go
one?
further. There will never be a biologist named Edward Norton.
The other one was a conspirator against the king.
Against King Charles II of England.
Yeah. That sounds like Norton activities.
Just like how Edward Norton conspired against his team in The Italian Job, 2003. Question 9. John F. Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country."
True.
But another John F. Kennedy was infamously known as the Quail Hunter, and for being the last notorious criminal of what crime? These are multiple choice.
The last criminal?
Hey,
The last
question.
notorious criminal for
Okay,
what crime?
gotcha.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're not considering John F. Kennedy Jr. as a part of.
Is he a notorious criminal?
Is he also called the Quail
Well,
Hunter?
it depends who you ask. That would be a
Do they call
sick
him the
name.
Quail Hunter? Yeah.
I call him the Quail Hunter. That's just something I
Yeah.
thought I'd put in.
Every
That's
time I
what
I
see
affectionately
JFK
call him.
Jr.
Here's the multiple choice for everyone who's still waiting. A. Bank robbery. B. Train robbery. C. Art theft. Or D. Plane hijacking. Cameron.
What? Can you repeat B?
Train robbery.
Yeah, it's train robbery.
It is train robbery.
Yeah.
He was the last notorious criminal who robbed trains. And
No one
he
robs
actually
trains
died.
anymore, man. What's the fucking deal, huh?
What's up with that? I guess they're not carrying as much
Don't
precious cargo.
Yeah, right. Well, people are precious cargo.
Do you
Well,
know?
how often do trains carry people?
Did you know that
Frequently. Also, like
that's that and carriages is where we get the term shotgun for sitting in passenger seat?
Oh,
yes.
I did not know
Train
that.
robbery?
Well, it started more as like horse and buggy robbery, but eventually sort of with train robbers.
They used to the people sitting on the
It had the
the
shotgun.
Because the
non-driver
person
side
in the
has
passenger
a
seat
shotgun.
would
literally
carry
have a
the
shotgun.
shotgun
Yeah.
Yes.
and they
to fend off the
You
robbers.
would ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's factual. Because Bryce said it, not Cameron.
Exactly.
Also,
I just heard at the Grand Canyon.
I thought you were going to say like something like poaching on the king's land. And that's
Like the questions that you made or whatever for that one episode.
What are you talking about?
There was one episode where the answer. Oh yeah, it was the president's one. Where it was
US
like
presidents.
driving a buggy on a Sunday. It was that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What?
I got it. Question 10. The rapper Machine Gun Kelly is known for his bars, I assume.
No.
But the
No.
other and OG Machine Gun Kelly was a Chicago gangster who was placed behind bars when he kidnapped the oil tycoon Charles Urschel in 1933.
That's true.
Which of the following... Good, thanks.
No.
Thanks, Cameron.
I'm aware of that.
That's
Shut
true.
up.
Which of the following is not true about this case? Cameron, you should know this. A.
Fuck.
Its two trials were the first federal criminal trials in the United States in which film cameras were allowed.
What year did you say this was?
1933. B. They were the first kidnapping trials after the passage of the Lindbergh Law, which made kidnapping a federal crime. C. It was the first major case solved by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI. Or D. It was the first prosecution in which defendants were transported by airplane. Cameron.
So 1933 doesn't make any sense. There's no way that film cameras were like a readily accessible item, especially for the federal government. I don't want it to be J. Edgar Hoover, but I think that's the right answer.
So what's your guess?
It was the first major crime solved by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI.
Are you saying that's true or false?
This is a which is not true.
Oh, then I think it's the film camera one.
And that's your guess.
That's, if I now understand the question correctly,
Yeah, which of those four is not true?
A.
A
Oh,
is
jeez.
incorrect. Sorry, A is not the one I was looking for. I do this
Oh.
every time.
A is true.
A is true.
Is a true
Yeah.
statement.
True statement.
Cameron-
Got it. True
Oh,
statements? A.
Cameron
Put
and
that
Alec
in that same.
Couldn't handle this on my
Bryce,
last one.
you made it so fucking complicated.
This was one question and you messed it up here too, so I don't want to hear it.
See,
and
the thing
I
about-
do.
Justified. Justified.
the thing about Cameron is that he always tells lies, and Bryce always tells the truth.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which
Oh.
one?
How do you
One
know?
of us.
Yeah.
Who
One
invited
of
you
us
on this
always
podcast?
tells lies, and one of us
I
only
I missed it,
tells the
Steven.
truth.
It's been good. All right.
All right, Steven, what's your answer?
Oh man, I forgot
Again,
I was answering
which
the
is
question.
not true.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling strong vibes coming off of D. That was the airplane one, right? Yeah.
That was the airplane one.
Yeah, I'm feeling strong vibes off of that one. That one's not true.
D is true. It was the first prosecution
Yeah,
in
dummy,
which
we all
defendants
knew
were
that.
transported
Oh.
by airplane.
Yeah, Cameron knew that, but he
Yeah,
Which
I
leaves
knew that.
Bryce with a 50-50.
All right.
B
So
and C.
what was B again? Just remind me. It's been too long.
B was the first kidnapping trials after the passage of the Lindbergh Law, which made kidnapping a federal crime. And C was the first major case
Oh.
solved by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI.
I think I'm stupid.
All right. Because I kind of want to go B, but because Cameron was so confident that C was correct, I think it'd be funny, so I'm going to go with C.
C is the answer I was looking for.
I thought about it. There's no way J. Edgar Hoover was the fucking director of the FBI during World War II. That just
Wait,
1933 is not World War II.
It's before World War II.
Yeah.
While the FBI was founded following the
and J. Edgar Hoover
assassination
was
of
the
President
FBI
McKinley.
director
Hold
for
on.
decades, and if he was the director in 1933, he would have been the director during World War II.
Okay, cool. While the FBI was founded following the assassination of President McKinley,
I didn't know
Hoover did
that.
not take over of the FBI until 1949, well after the case was solved and tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's what Cameron just said. He was wrong.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
This is content. This is content, baby.
Content.
Yeah.
Content.
So
All right.
I was
Yeah.
You're welcome for helping you.
Yeah.
All right. So we
I'm correct.
go into the end of round 2. Let's get another point check here. How's everybody looking? Oh, are you keeping track of everybody?
Yeah. I got 6 points. Cameron?
2.
Steven?
I think 5. I forgot. He's keeping track.
I got
Bryce,
4
tell
for
me.
you.
You got 4 for me? No,
Yeah.
I had 2 coming in. Oh, you know what? You were right. Yeah.
You
Never
can't have
mind.
5.
Yep.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
I
Wrong.
had 2 going.
You know what? Minus 1 point from the amount that I guessed.
Anybody got an ad break they want to do?
If you also share the same name as... Oh, we're not doing last names. Cameron, can I
Tell
dox
us
you?
your.
No.
If
Tell
you
us your
share the
last
same
and
social
middle name.
security,
Yeah.
if you share the same social
credit
security
card numbers,
number,
me.
send us your credit card numbers and we'll check to see if they match ours.
Yeah.
There it is. That's our. That's our.
I can just vent for a hot sec.
Yeah, this will
If
be
you
fun.
Don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Okay.
Cooper,
I'll check
have-
my email. Go ahead. I'll check my email. Real quick.
I'm not feeling heard right now.
gotta
We can
follow
move
up.
on.
I'm listening. You can go.
No, I don't believe
I wanna
it.
hear
What are
it.
you wanting to vent?
I
Are you
can
just
do
wanting to
an
vent
ad. I
about
can
like
do an
work
ad.
or something? Go
No,
for it,
I was
Steven.
going to vent about how fucking ridiculous it is that Bryce is getting points for the questions I'm answering correctly.
You're not though.
You've
If
got
you're
all of them
answering
wrong.
correctly-
I answered
And-
all of them
and-
wrong.
And
If you answer them correctly, you
and
would
by
get the
answer
points.
correctly, I'm still hung up on the fucking "we are the world" thing. That's
We
such bullshit.
Cameron?
You got it wrong.
Cameron,
Didn't
you
know
got the question
answer.
wrong.
No, Cooper. Bryce, I may have gotten the question wrong, but Bryce did not get the question correct.
That is part of buzzing in later. You could have gotten it right, and he wouldn't have gotten a
started it
choice.
With didn't even
See, he
know
knows
this
the song.
existed. Whatever.
Listen to that soul.
Cameron, there's something I want to teach you about risk and reward.
No. We're moving on.
No, I wanted
I'm
to
the host.
advertise.
I
Remember?
decided-
Question 11.
Okay, what I want to advertise is integrity.
Integrity.
You got to do the
What
right
Cooper
thing.
seems to lack.
If you just
Whoa.
believe.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this is-
I'm
that's a
Team
classic-
Bryce.
Yeah.
That's not.
I'm Team
that's not
Bryce
true.
here. I'm the
classic
host, and I'm giving Bryce
liar.
3 points right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Classic liar Cameron, as if he would know a thing about integrity.
Sleeping Cameron.
Sleeping Cameron.
One of my coworkers does call me known gaslighter, Cameron.
My coworkers call me
I'd
Quail
like to
Hunter.
challenge that.
They call me Quail Hunter.
Yeah.
Anyway, round 3. This one is called Names from Fiction.
Okay.
Question 11. Before the magician David Copperfield wowed audiences with tricks like making the Statue of Liberty disappear,
Is
David
that
Copperfield
true?
was the
He didn't do
name
that.
of a character
Mhm.
and book that was partly autobiographical by what famous English author? English authors. Bryce.
J.K. Rowling.
No.
No, not
I don't
quite.
know any.
It's an older.
It's older. That is true. Steven.
James Joyce. Let's say that.
James Joyce. No, I don't quite know who James Joyce is, but I know that's
Okay.
not correct.
Okay. Oh, they wrote Prejudice.
English writers. How many English writers do we know here? I will say one of the best known English writers.
I can just keep going if you want.
I thought
Cameron
I
has-
thought
Cameron
of
can't
one.
think of a single one.
As soon as you say it,
I thought of one.
It is on the tip of my tongue.
I can just go down the list if you want.
Well, we gotta
Well,
go.
it's gonna go back to Bryce first.
all right.
Okay. Yeah, let's
I
hear
haven't
it.
buzzed in yet.
Well, can I just go?
Cameron,
then?
you have 5
Yeah, let's
seconds.
wait 20
5,
years for Cameron to think of
4,
a author
He
3.
he buzzed.
and author.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And go ahead. Cameron, English author for 3 points.
Fuck. Who wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Fuck. That author. I forget the name.
I'll go ahead and say that is incorrect.
Okay. That's
I was gonna
fine.
say,
Bryce.
so the one that I thought of is Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens is correct.
Oh, that's what I was going to guess. I'm getting so excited. Oh,
So excited.
I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking right now. Ooh, Charles Dickens.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Charles Dickens.
I
That
knew
is
that from
actually.
the beginning, actually.
Oh.
Just-
We'll cut out the rest when you guessed wrong.
You know what?
Yeah.
I believe him. Yeah.
But David Copperfield is actually Charles Dickens' favorite book that he wrote. And it's also Sigmund Freud's favorite book.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
mhm.
What's it about?
So take that with a grain of
Ugh.
salt, because Sigmund Freud is a weird dude.
What's it about?
It's like a coming of age story,
Oh,
but it's
coming of age?
like okay. But
This is Freud,
it kind of
you know?
follows a lot.
okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
actually-
Okay.
yo.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give you
that.
that. I'll
That was
give you
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I got enough sympathy. There we go.
But it has a whole section in which people go to like debtor's prison and stuff like that, which was a big part of like Charles Dickens' life. And honestly, I'm surprised that it's like one of his favorites because I had no idea that it was even a book before.
What's frustrating about this is I did know it was a book.
But you knew that it was
I'm
a
sorry,
book,
Cameron.
or that you knew Charles Dickens was an author? What are you?
No. I knew there was a book called
He
David
didn't know Charles
Copperfield.
Dickens was an author, actually.
I did. I also knew both facts. I could not. Okay.
Could not
Whatever.
connect.
Whatever
well,
I
now
say,
they're connected in your brain.
Whatever I say, I'm
We're
going
here
to get.
creating neural pathways.
I'm getting a call from Bell. Should I answer or
What company?
Bell
Bell
Don't. What do they do?
phones?
phones. Like Alexander
I'm in
Graham Bell.
Canada. Remember, it's different. We don't have like Verizon.
That's a thing.
Okay.
Keep this in.
What, was I supposed to just know
No.
when you said I'm getting a call from Bell?
Yeah, just kind of
Like-
let it slide. Whatever.
He's just making conversation.
Hey, Bryce,
All
what's your address?
So I asked a follow-up question like, "Oh, hey, I'm not familiar with that. Could you
Can we
enlighten
please
me?"
put
And now I'm getting
Bryce's
shit
address
for
in the
it.
description of this episode?
Yeah. For everybody watching, Bryce's address will be showing on the screen right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, take a shot every time Bryce says he lives in Canada.
Kobe Cameron.
Said it one time.
Question 12. Some renamings are just coincidences, but some may be something more. In the novel The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, Edgar Allan Poe describes the story of a character named Richard Parker. But 46 years later, certain events of the story came true with another Richard Parker. Which were the events that came true? This is multiple choice.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, Cooper,
way
Cooper.
too wide open.
I can explain that again.
Can I make a proposition? If I guess it without doing multiple choice, can I get double points?
No.
Double points.
Absolutely not.
That's not how
Wait,
this game
you're not
works.
saying like A, B, C, D. You're saying like if you have the
I think I
event-
have the answer.
You're not sure. Go for it,
I think
Cameron.
that's good.
Is this the one with the rich man who everyone thinks is happy and then goes home and kills himself?
Are you thinking about Pagliacci or whatever, like the clown?
No.
No,
Clowns?
no. This is not that. I'm sorry, but that is incorrect.
Do I still get to buzz in when you
No.
read the multiple choice?
No.
You'll have
You
to be
already answered.
last.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool.
Let's hear the multiple choice. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Glad we
What's
took
the
that
name
detour.
again? It's important. To
Richard Parker.
Richard Parker. Okay. What
Yeah,
would
I might
Richard
challenge that
Parker
name.
do?
Good old Dick Parker.
Think about
WWRPD.
Wait, we've talked about Dick Parker on this podcast before. That
I
is
will say we have talked about
we've
Richard
talked
Parker
about Dick
before.
Parker.
Okay.
Good old Dick
A.
Parker. I think I said that too.
Wow, Cameron. A man takes revenge on another named Richard Parker by sealing him in the catacombs below his house. B. A ship's crew is lost at sea, so they kill and eat another sailor named Richard Parker. C. An orangutan named Richard Parker escapes and kills several unsuspecting women. Or D. A man named Richard Parker buries a loved one alive who escapes and kills him. Steven.
D. That makes sense to me.
D makes sense for real life.
Yeah, that happened in real life.
D is incorrect.
Oh,
All right, see if my
Okay.
guessing holds up for this one too. I'm going to go with A, the catacombs.
The catacombs is incorrect. All right, Cameron.
Well, there you go.
So my
Cameron.
choice is the cannibalism or the orangutan.
Yep.
The orangutan seems not like Edgar Allan Poe's style, and I don't know why, but that makes me think I should guess that.
Go for it.
But what year did you say this happened?
I didn't say what year it happened, but Edgar Allan Poe wrote it, and then 46 years later, it came true.
Oh, fuck.
You got two choices. And you already
The
got the answer.
orangutan one just seems so ridiculous. I'm going to regret this. I'm going with the orangutan one.
No
they're
way.
so sweet.
No way.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
The correct answer was a ship's crew is lost at sea, so they kill and eat another sailor named Richard Parker.
You think the real life person was an orangutan named
They were
Richard
both-
Parker?
So in the story, in both the story and real life, it was Richard Parker who was killed and eaten. Although in the story, Parker was a mutineer and actually was the one who suggested cannibalism, while in real life, Richard Parker was just like an innocent cabin boy
Oh, wow.
that the others on the life raft like killed and ate him. And so it's actually like in England, it's like a case that they still like teach for like law school.
Who figured this
and stuff
out?
Like, that.
Like, who was like,
like the connection?
yeah.
Well, it was a
Literature
huge
readers.
story because it was a huge story about like the morality of like, is it okay to eat somebody if you're lost at sea, kind of thing.
That's a different question than is it okay to murder and then eat them?
Right. And so that's why it became like a big topic.
Huh.
But the story Life of Pi named its Bengal tiger Richard Parker,
Dick Parker,
after the cabin boy who was murdered and eaten.
Wow.
And so I believe we did talk about Life of Pi in a previous
Orange
episode.
In the Pi episode hosted by Dante that you and I were both on. I think, and this is going to be the logic I say I went with, is I thought of a different orange animal.
Bengal tiger.
Orangutan.
Well, I will give you this. All the answers I gave are actual Edgar Allan Poe stories.
I was going to say, they also
I just assigned the name. So the first one was stealing somebody in the catacombs.
Cask of Amontillado.
That was the Cask of Amontillado.
Yep.
Ship's Crew Lost at Sea. That was the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, which is the story that the question was about. The third one with the orangutan was about the murders in the Rue Morgue, and D of somebody burying someone alive who escapes and kills them is The Fall of the House of Usher.
So do you just love Edgar Allan Poe? Because in the
Usher.
He's an interesting
and
guy.
the Toledo episode,
are you referencing how I wrote the entire Toledo episode after listening to an Edgar Allan Poe story?
Yeah.
Speaking of Edgar Allan Poe, have you ever seen the TV show The Following?
No.
It is a show with Kevin Bacon as the main character. Not to be confused with a different person
which
named
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you might be spoiling future
The one from
questions.
Dirty Dancing.
Kevin, no. Question 13.
Footloose, not Dirty
Kevin
Dancing.
Bacon.
This one will be interesting based on how much you guys know about this, but here we go.
Oh, that's a good lead-in.
Oh.
Actor Jim Beaver is known for his roles in the shows Supernatural, about fighting demons, and The Boys, about superheroes. In both shows, he plays characters named Bob Singer, which is not one of Bob Singer's occupations in the two shows. A. Scrapyard Salvager. B. Demon Hunter. C. Presidential candidate. Or D. Superhero named Soldier Boy. Cameron.
What did you say his name was?
Soldier Boy.
No, Bob Singer.
Bob Singer.
So this is a funky one because Jensen Ackles is in Supernatural and plays Soldier Boy in the Boys. So what's confusing me about this is that are you saying the same actor?
The question?
You're not asking.
I'm saying actor Jim Beaver.
Right. So that last one is false.
So your answer is
the last one. D.
Then you are correct.
Thank you.
That's how the logic goes.
That was tough. That was tough.
Yeah.
You are correct.
You know what? Good job, Cameron, for understanding
Soldier
the
Boy
question.
is the name of Jensen Ackles' character in The Boys, who is a man character in Supernatural.
Dean? Is he Dean?
He is, he's Dean.
I've never seen Supernatural. I thought it was too scary. That is true. And
now that's true. Cameron normally lies for content, but that's true.
I actually believe that one. Yeah.
Steven can tell when Cameron's lying.
I watched The Boys. It was pretty good. Yeah.
There's a little red dot on your forehead whenever you lie.
Yet another thing that Bryce is aware of. Question 14.
Wait, that wasn't the last question?
No. There's two more. You've been yapping.
Wow.
We're speaking Japanese. Question 14. When the producers of the movie Baby Driver couldn't get the rights to use the Michael Myers mask from Halloween, they reached out to comedian Mike Myers to use his likeness for a mask. But the Michael Myers mask from Halloween was created from the likeness of what 1960s character? I do have multiple choice for this if you do not know.
Go for the multiple choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we
let's
go.
do that.
A. The Joker. B. Captain Kirk. C. Steven.
I think it's Captain Kirk.
Fuck, he's right.
It is Captain Kirk.
I've heard this sometime somewhere.
It was on Reddit. It's on
Was
Reddit
it?
like every other
That's
month.
why-
I
that's
don't
why
use
I was-
Reddit. Yeah.
I left it open at first because I was like, somebody might have heard that.
Fuck.
But well, there you go, Steven.
It came
You
to
get
me
2
in a
points for that.
dream.
It came to me.
Yeah.
All right, and so that brings us to question 15. Hey, Peter!
Oh no.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin is most known as the main character of Family Guy.
Yeah, that's what I know him as.
But for the final question, everyone individually come up with an idea of a notable accomplishment for a person who might have been named Peter Griffin and send them to me privately. We're going to play it like this.
Send them to you.
Just like on Discord, like
Okay.
direct message them to me,
Okay.
like without showing it to other people.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to compile yours with the real answer. And so for each person you fool into saying your answer, you get 2 points. And for getting the correct answer of the 4, you get 2 points. So you're trying to make it believable for somebody who would be named Peter Griffin.
Okay, say it all again. I didn't follow that. Sorry.
Yes. So you're going to send me like notable accomplishments, like how I did kind of with like Edward Norton, a biologist, and I gave like some things about him as somebody named Edward Norton. You're going to do that for the name Peter Griffin. You're going to just come up with a person.
How many things? Like, just to make sure we are in the same, like...
Oh, like how many things for a person?
Write a paragraph or...
Yeah.
Just give me like a main, like notable accomplishment for like what they did kind of thing. You don't need to be super specific on like when or where. And I'll try to,
It's so open-ended. I don't know how specific
it's very open-ended. You wanna try to blend in to the point that other people guess your answer.
This was good. I like this question. I think we'll see how it plays out.
We'll see if I win.
What's the? It's points if they guess mine, and I get points if I get it right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
2 ways you can get points on this one.
I feel like I can tell their lies. Steven's going to say something about fish, so I just won't pick that one.
Fish guy over here.
Perhaps.
That grin. You see that grin? I knew it.
Yeah.
What if I don't recognize my own?
Ooh.
Bryce, if you vote for your own, then I guess you get 2 points automatically, right? No, that's not.
Are we voting?
What if we all did similar answers?
You each get to answer.
We should vote,
and we're answering what we think is.
Oh yeah, and
we should vote privately, so that way.
Okay, I like that.
So that way people don't know who's voting for what.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
We are voting for.
We're gonna text our.
So I'm gonna read. There are 4 multiple choice.
One is true.
One of them is true. The other 3 were submitted by you.
And we made them up.
You all made them up.
And we need to identify what we think is true.
You need to identify what you think is true.
Yes.
And you're going to write it down privately, and then we're each going to show.
And if we fool someone, we get a point.
I thought it was 2 points.
If you fool somebody, you get 2 points. If you get it correct, you get 2 points.
All right.
Potential for,
but it's round 5.
6 points in this one.
It's round 3. I mean, so we get 3 points. Yeah,
we've hit round 5.
You can get up to
this podcast is 20.
Can't you get 8 points?
Nope.
No.
Well, can you fool yourself? And can you fool me? Probably not.
6 points.
There you go.
6 points. That's what I think is the.
See, this Cameron guy, he's good at math. That's what I like about him.
You can fool yourself, but you won't get the 2 points for getting it right. I will say.
I could fool Bryce, I could fool Steven, and I could get it right.
Here we go. I'm going to read which is the other Peter Griffin? A. Peter Griffin is the famous English explorer who claimed the Falkland Islands for England. B. Peter Griffin is the early entertainer in the U.S. mime industry, most famous for adding the box routine. Peter Griffin is a German disco singer of the song Spider-Man and a discotheque owner. Or D. Peter Griffin is the current world holder for the furthest distance of egg carried by spoon in mouth.
Hey, what do you mean by world holder? What is that?
Sorry, world record holder.
Okay, thank you. I needed clarification.
He holds the world with his egg spoon mouth.
It's Atlas, but with a spoon in his mouth. If we correctly identify who we think gave the false info, can we get an extra
I was
point?
actually thinking that too.
You want to sign who said what?
Yeah.
If you can name everyone, maybe.
Well,
I mean, you can do that. You have to still have one that you guess is the correct one, kind of thing. I'm not going to give extra points,
which is going to be Cooper every time.
I'm locked in, baby. I got my guesses for the other ones too. So
can you read A again for me?
A. Famous
Falkland
English
Islands.
explorer who claimed the Falkland Islands for England. All right. Is everyone ready?
Are we giving you our answers privately?
I wrote it down.
We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and you say or show the answer that you think is the true other Peter
Write it
Griffin.
down. So that way there's no confusion.
No confusion.
I'm not going to write it down.
I don't have anything to write on.
Oh my god.
That's fine. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
B.
B, B, and C says Bryce. Bryce is the only one who got the question correct. And Bryce was the person who said B. Early entertainer in the U.S. mime industry.
Oh, no.
The correct
It's
answer.
over.
Oh boy.
The correct answer
signing
was
off.
German disco singer of the song Spider-Man and discotheque owner.
Oh.
So Bryce
6
hit the
points.
maximum with
Hey,
6
wow.
points.
So hold on, does that mean that Falkland Islands is A, Steven, and
That's
Cameron
it.
came up with D?
So Bryce perfectly guessed who was who.
Oh.
Wow.
Woo.
And with that,
Wow.
let's see how we stand on points.
Yeah, Bryce, why don't you tally up everyone's points for us?
All right. So we have Cameron currently in last place with 5. Steven in second place with 7.
Yep.
And
I knew
then
that.
with the 6 points, that makes me jump all the way up to 15.
15.
Cameron looks so defeated.
See, we let this guy get away with everything.
Listen, man, I got like some bad news at the end of the work day.
Oh.
Like, it was a rough afternoon.
It may not be the game may not be decided by it anymore, but Steven and Bryce, would you like to take a shot at the
I had a couple of hunches, but
challenge
especially since
question.
this is Steven's first episode, let's go through all the answers again.
Wait,
just
you would
make
lie
sure.
to me?
Steven, believe it or not, at some point
No, I know
I
the
lied
rules,
to you.
but
We
like,
have-
I lied to you.
my darling Discord kitten Cooper Brooks would lie to me.
We have we have 13 options because it's not the last one and it's not the one Cameron
It's
guessed.
not-
So
Well, maybe it is the last one. Maybe
Well, there was
Maybe I
something
made
that
it
was like
all
definitely
wild.
not a lie.
that would be wild if you just like made the whole
Edward
premise
Norton,
the
I was
last question.
100%
which
correct
is the
about.
right Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
There is no other
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
There's none.
Um,
He is a unique,
okay, I'm
darling
going to
boy.
read through them now.
Just-
Can you
Here we go.
confidently
Just
tell me
think
that
of,
Peter Griffin is not the current world record holder for
my
this
gosh,
distance
Cameron.
with
You have no more challenges
Just think
to
think
give.
of whatever Cameron got right because it's probably one of those.
Ooh. Okay,
I don't
here we
lose
go.
those points.
I'm going to read
That's
through
a good
them.
one.
So they repeated all the questions so they could remember what they were.
All right, I got a couple. I think I have
I've
an
got
idea what I'm
one,
gonna do.
I think, but I need
All
you
right.
to remind me the question. But I remember hearing it and I was like, yeah, I think that one.
Which one are you thinking?
Describe it to me.
It was after the... Yeah, you know what? I'll let Bryce go first. How about that? Maybe that'll give you
So,
some more
okay,
time to think.
Just a reminder. Round 1 was about famous people.
I don't think it was any in
named
round
same
one.
as famous.
No.
Round 2 was people from the past who have the same names as
Yeah,
famous
I think it was
people.
round 2.
It was round
There
2.
was a couple in round
Okay.
2 that I'm questioning, so it's probably one of the ones
Mhm.
that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
The one that I'm going to end up going with.
Oh, I do remember.
Go for it. Go for it. All you.
Okay. You know what? I'm thinking Quail Hunter. Quail Hunter? No way he was a train robber. And also trains, they carry valuable stuff. You know, they got armored trains. Maybe there's some famous train robbers.
You're arguing that there have been more notorious criminals
Mm.
since.
Well, not necessarily.
That's actually the one that I was. One of the ones that I was thinking. Because I was thinking it would be kind of obvious if it was a train robber, because we don't think of that happening anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll let you have
Right.
it. I'll let you take it.
Okay.
So I will take
Okay.
the Nemo question, and that it was not Isaac Newton. And it was a
Well, it
different-
was Albert Einstein.
I
It
mean,
was
not
Albert
Albert
Einstein.
Einstein. I'll say it was
So-
Isaac Newton or another scientist.
Mhm. Okay.
I think.
Here we go. Drum roll, please. Okay. Anyway, neither of you got the challenge
It's
question.
a Bob Singer.
It was not Bob
Alright.
Singer. It was the Machine Gun Kelly question.
Oh.
All of the answers were actually true. It was the first major case solved by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't
so
that
means,
magical?
yeah, you
Cameron?
must all feel kind of shitty right now. huh?
Cameron, how do you talk me through your emotions?
Cameron, you're not
now.
last.
Oh,
I mean, are we talking to the
Oh.
pod, or you just want to we're just doing a little
Nah.
check-in?
That's okay.
I just want to check in with Cameron because he very much talked himself out of, that can't possibly be true.
I did that like
J.
4
Edgar
fucking
Hoover.
times in this
Yeah.
episode.
That's not special.
I don't know what's real anymore, dude.
What did we learn about ourselves today, Cameron?
I should always trust my gut.
We learned that we are the world. We are the children.
I don't know any famous people.
We are the
That's for sure.
living.
No actors. I don't know
Let's
any of
start
them.
living. Yeah. So with that, well, folks. First I'll say, Bryce, congratulations. You seem to be our definitive winner. But folks, looks like we've rolled into the station at Portland, Oregon.
Why are we
Just
going
wanted
to
to say-
Portland? Hold on.
Portland, Oregon is the
Portland, Maine.
largest
Yeah,
city
yeah.
named after another city in the U.S.
Portland,
It's
Maine.
named
Yeah.
after Portland,
Yeah.
Maine.
Every
So there
time,
you go.
it is funny. When I'm
Because it
in
was
Canada,
founded by people.
as a reminder, I live in Canada.
Canada, take a shot.
All of the people up here, when I said I was going to Portland, they're like, Portland, Maine? And I don't know why. I don't know why people think you're going to Portland, Maine. Anyway.
Also, fun
Anyway.
fact, Portland, Oregon was founded by New England whalers who had sailed around South America and landed in Cascadia.
Did they kill a guy named Richard?
I think that was the same case, yeah.
Yeah.
The same guys, yeah.
Richard Parker.
Yeah, Richard Parker.
Dick?
Anyway, looks like we rolled into the station, so that's all the time we have. If you enjoyed your ride on Bus One today, we'd really appreciate it if you told your friends about us. We're on all the social medias at Bus One Trivia. That's BUSONE Trivia. And you can visit bus1trivia.com to submit your topic or question ideas. You can also email us at hi@bus1trivia.com. Before we go, we'd like to thank Vert for the use of our theme song 5978, which is a certified banger. And we'd like to thank you for riding Bus One. We'll see you next week.
That's me behind the bus horn.
Honk, honk. How you feeling, Cameron?
I'm good, man.